It's not emphasized enough. The power of our choices, the power of your choices, the power of our ability to make a choice, each and every one of us. Making a choice isn't something people usually think about or reflect about at the forefront of their consciousness on a daily basis, because it's just something you might be aware of that it's there, but you don't really think about the impact the choices you make will have on the life you live. I say this: the choices you make will create the life you live. You can see a person whose life has gone down a deep end, and at some point they made a choice. It doesn't matter what choices were made externally to them, their own innate ability to make a choice. At some point in time, they made a choice. The choices may have been impacted by a subconscious or conscious way of thinking, but they made a choice. And you can see another person who's doing well in life. It's a choice they made. Because here's the thing about your choices: you won't see the rewards or the consequences until after the fact. Which is why you have to be wise in regards to your choices. You have to choose with wisdom, because I say this: the choices you make will create the life you live. Right? There's a great speech by L. Nightingale, and he mentions this: the things that come free to us we take for granted. Making a choice comes free to us. Tip why apply nuance to this and context to what I'm saying. But every human being, naturally, on a natural level, naturally, we're born with the ability to make a choice. And because we have the ability to make a choice, we take it for granted. But you don't realize the power a single choice can have on the trajectory of your life. Every single day you have choices to make. And each choice that you make can either be a reward or a consequence. And you will know that until after the fact. So be mindful of the choices you're making. It doesn't matter how life is going, what life is bringing away. You always have a choice to make. And that choice becomes a decision. And that decision will impact the trajectory of your life. The question is, what trajectory do you want your life to take? That's the thing. What trajectory do you want your life to take? What direction you want your life to go towards? That's where choices comes into. And this innate ability, that it doesn't matter what life brings your way, the choices you make will determine how your life goes. You can impact the trajectory of your life and create better things, better outcomes, or terrible things, terrible outcomes, based on your own choices. Not what's happening external to you, not what's happening in your life, but what choices you are making intentionally to create a reality that you know you want to experience. That's the thing. The choices you make, right, when you have the ability to create the reality you want to experience, whether it's just simple things or big things, it doesn't matter. A choice can be made, and that choice will determine the state of your life. Choose with wisdom, because again, the choices you make, you won't see the rewards or the consequences until after the fact. And something just common sense will tell you that this will not end well. So what do? You make a better choice. And common sense again will tell you that this will go well. And you make that choice. It's not about knowing things for a fact, because life can throw many things your way. Life will surprise you. Things can go in either way. The will of life, things can go in either way. So it doesn't matter what can happen coming towards you. What matters is what you're doing, what impact, what imprint you are creating in your own life. That's what's important. So focus on that and make better choices. Choose with wisdom. I hope this helps you in some way, shape, or form. Have a great day.